and I was like doing the awkward, and literally nobody was seeing my signals. Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're not, my name is Dee, and today we're going to do a different video. We're going to talk, or I'm going to talk, about my first kiss. So this is going to be a story time video. Never done one before. Don't know if I'm a great storyteller, but it's something that I really want to share with you guys for some reason, and it's a crazy story. I guess some people would hope for a romantic first kiss story. Mine is not so much romantic as it is crazy. So I decided to share this with you guys. I was talking to a Korean language exchange partner of mine today, and it kind of brought back all the memories of 2013 exchange in Korea and my first kiss in a Korean club in the VIP section. So little backstory. I was 19, okay? I was 19. Very much a goody two shoes, never been kissed, never been drunk, never done drugs, never do drugs, but I've never done anything out of the ordinary. I was quite boring. And at this time I thought, I'm going to Asia for the first time, I'm going by myself for the first time, I'm going on exchange for the first, a lot of firsts. Let me add something else in there. I'm going to try to get drunk in Korea, because if I make a fool of myself, nobody will remember me, and we're going to try to get kissed. That was like my mindset before I left for Korea. So at this time I was friends with this girl, a German girl but from Vietnamese descent called Lynn. Hi Lynn. And every time I'm with Lynn, something interesting happens. I don't know why it is, but every time something interesting happens. I think it's because Lynn is a very interesting and fun person, but she's also this really popular girl, especially with guys, right? Now, we used to hang out a lot. We would go clubbing, we would go to Hongdae, we would go to Gangnam. And at this time in Korea, there were two very famous clubs in Gangnam. There was LOE and there was Octagon. Octagon still exists this day, but LOE closed down, I think, in 2016. But back then, LOE used to have free entrance for girls, or sometimes they had free entrances if you had downloaded or liked something on Facebook. So we decided that day that we were going to LOE, get free entrance, and we were going to have the time of our life. We were going to shake some booty, have fun. So we gathered a group of friends and we went out drinking beforehand, and then we went to LOE. So LOE was like this. Downstairs, all the way downstairs, you have your normal people dance floor. Then you have your VIP on the first floor. And the entrance is on the second floor. So you have to go like, it's like a spiral down. So we went straight away, we went downstairs because that was like our place. We didn't have VIP tickets, and we were having a good time. The music was good. As I remember, it was packed. LOE was really packed this day. The music was good, and we were grooving. We were having time of our lives. I mean, I was feeling myself. I had alcohol in my system. Couldn't care about anything anymore, and I was having a great time. Then at some point, because Lynn, of course, being Lynn, popular, this guy approached Lynn, and they had like their moment, they had their click, and they started dancing together. And I remember that Lynn started having this kind of like discussion with the guy, and she was pointing at me and she was pointing at the other friend, and then she comes over to us and she's like, hey, this guy says he can get me into VIP, but I'm not going without you guys. So then she turns to the guy and she's like, no, they have to come too. Because Lynn was really, and still really is, about like sticking together as girls, and you don't leave your girls behind. So at this point, this guy was like contemplating and thinking. He was looking at me, he was looking at the other girl, and he was looking at me again, and then it was like, fine. So we all grab each other's hand like little kindergarten train, and we follow this guy upstairs to the VIP section. So he talks to the bouncer so we can get in, because we don't have our VIP bands, we don't have anything. But hey, YOLO, it's free, got in for free, going to VIP for free, I'm not complaining. So I was just following along. I was like, Lynn's doing her thing, and whatever happens, happens. I'm going to have fun. So this guy passes through VIP, and I thought we were just going to have a table there, right? In my mind, VIP is table. He passes through VIP all the way to the back, where I thought nothing was there. It was just a ginormous wall. It was a wall and a hallway, and it was dark, and there was no one there. So I started feeling weird about this. So at that point, I was like, where are we going? I kept like asking Lynn. She was like, I don't know. He says VIP, blah, blah, blah. So to my surprise, to my uncultured club-going self that never really goes to clubs, this guy goes to the wall and opens an invisible door to a VIP private room. So he opens the door and there were two other guys in there and I think a few other people in the back. I can't even remember. But they had their own iPod docked in the station playing their own music, and the biggest, and I'm not even kidding, the biggest bucket of cocktail I have ever seen in my life. To this day, I have no clue what was in that bucket. It could have been, I mean literally, it could have been tequila, it could have been vodka, it could have been anything. It could have been roofied. I do not know. I just know that it was some strong alcohol. So this guy walks in, we trail behind him, and he starts to explain to his friends what's happening. And at that point, they kind of decide what they're going to do and who's going to get what girl. So of course, the guy that talked to Lynn gets Lynn. Then the other two kind of talked about who gets me and who gets this other girl. So eventually, each guy walks up to a girl and starts awkwardly dancing with them, trying to like bust some moves. And at some point, they all get like a cup and dunk it into this big bucket of mixed alcohol and just starts handing it to us. I start drinking one after the other of whatever was in it. But anyway, I start awkwardly dancing with this guy and he tries to like land a kiss. And like I said, I had never been kissed before. I never even held a guy's hand before that. So I was part of me wanted it and part of me was like trying to avoid it. I was like, looking anywhere but at you, don't wanna give you the chance. But I'm like, if I don't do it now, it would never happen. That was what was going on in my head. I was looking everywhere but at this guy. And at a certain point, he was like, probably had enough of me avoiding it. So he grabs me by the waist, pulls me in, and then just literally holds me there and starts dancing and then starts like trying to kiss. And the first kiss, oh, that's so awkward. Why am I thinking about this? This is really awkward. His first kiss landed like on my forehead and the second like somewhere near my ear. And I guess then he was fed up about it. He just dove in and just like went for it full on. Now, here I start panicking because my head is going 1,000 miles, kilometers an hour, a minute. I was just like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What did the book say? I only read it in books, so I put my tongue. What do I do? Am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? Like literally, my mind was only thinking that. And this kiss, if I tell you it was the most awkward kiss of my life, that wouldn't be enough to describe this kiss. Teeth were clashing. Lips weren't interlocking. I mean, nothing was going right with this kiss. And I don't know how this guy was feeling about it, but to this point, I didn't really look at his face. So I don't even know what this guy looks like, but we're making out. So there was a couch right next to us and he kind of awkwardly dumps me on the couch and then like dives after me on the couch. So here we are in this awkward half lying down position and he's trying to kiss me and make out. And I'm telling you, I was literally like, my panic was starting to rise by the second at that point. I was like, okay, I had my kiss now, I want to go. But then things escalated so quickly. And I had a very short skirt on because I was feeling myself that day. I was feeling sexy. And all of a sudden, there's a hand up my, you know where. And I'm like, I didn't sign up for this. This is not, I just want to kiss. I did not sign up for this. So I'm trying to like, with open eye and still making out, trying to like signal Lynn and signal the other girl. And I was like doing the awkward and literally nobody was seeing my signals. And that room that we were in apparently was like a minimum of $1,000 to $10,000. So these were some rich kids balling up in there. And I apparently made out with some rich kid. So I decided, okay, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. This is not what I signed up for. And my friends, too busy with their own makeout sessions, did not see my state of panic. And this guy was too busy trying to make out that he couldn't feel that I was not feeling it. So I push him off of me. And he's like, all like, whoa, hey, blah, blah. So I just like stumble up, and at that point I realized exactly how drunk I was because everything was spinning. I couldn't stand up straight, so I was like stumbling through this entire space and just opened the door and went outside. And I'm still thinking they're going to follow me, right? But nobody followed me. They were so busy, literally nobody followed me. So I stumbled through this VIP section and somehow managed to get downstairs without breaking my neck. And the first thing I know is I'm at the toilet, and as I step into the bathroom, I literally projectile vomit everywhere. I can't even remember if there were people in the bathroom, but it was just bleh. And then I took like 2 steps and I made it to like an open stall, and another round of just projectile vomit everywhere. So at that point I didn't need to vomit anymore because my vomit was all over the floor everywhere. So I was just starting to get drunker and drunker and drunker. I don't even know how. And I managed to I remember everything from this point because it becomes very blurry. I got back to the bar somehow, and they had like these standing tables with like these high chairs. So somehow I ended up on one of those chairs and I completely passed out. Completely. I was so wasted and there was no one there. Like the entire group got dispersed. I was separated from everybody. My friends were in VIP. I couldn't get back to VIP. So I literally just passed out there. Next thing I know, I'm being rudely awakened and shaken up by this bouncer telling me I can't sleep there. And at that point I was really pissed off because I'm tired, I'm cranky, I'm nauseous, I'm busy, and this guy is shaking me like I'm a maraca, yeah? So I wasn't feeling this. And I started arguing with this bouncer. Now, from somewhere, and I don't know where, but from somewhere, one of the guys that was with our group originally finds me, and he starts talking to the bouncer, trying to calm him down because I was apparently making a scene. And he goes over to the bar and buys a bottle of water and tells me to drink it. Now this I remember because even in my drunk state, I was worried about money. I was telling him, why would you do that? It's so expensive. Because the bottle of water, and I remember because I checked it beforehand, before I was too drunk, was $8 for one bottle. But yeah, back to my story. So he gives me this bottle of water and then he tells me to drink it up, so I do. And miraculously, from somewhere, I don't even know how many minutes passed, I might have passed out again, I see Lynn and this other friend come to walk towards me. And I remember I was feeling so betrayed. I was telling them, why didn't you follow me? I left. And they were like, yeah, we didn't see you. And I was just like, so... somehow I was so angry about the fact that nobody could see my panic. So we decided, okay, it's enough adventure for one night. And we took a cab, got back to the dorm, and our dorm, our university and dorm, was all the way on top of a hill with like 3 hills. So the taxi had to put us down all the way at the bottom, and I had to walk all the way up in my drunk state, dizzy, nauseous. I don't even know how I got to my room, to be honest with you, but that's the story of my first ever kiss, which happened in the VIP section of a Korean club in a VIP private room with a Korean guy whose face I cannot remember at all. Like, at all. So, that was it. That was my story. I hope you liked it. I hope it was entertaining. If you liked it, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.